Mine is the hard part. Arborist or a professional broomer?
So, can you give us a glimpse about what exactly arboriculture is?
I guess, well, the field of arboriculture is dealing with trees in an urban environment. Because when a tree is placed into an urban environment, immediately it's in a slightly alien environment because they have evolved and naturally developed in forests with their peers, with their other species and even similar species supporting each other and working together in an ecosystem. So arboriculture mainly deals with trees in urban environments where then there's certain complexities that arise because of the risk with human life, high value assets or something along those lines. And you have to then be able to maintain a tree for the benefit of its health, but then also for the benefit of surroundings and make sure that both the tree can flourish while the surroundings are remaining safe and also accounted for.
We are almost, I would say sometimes like a mediator between the trees and the people, because we try and help people understand trees, the importance of trees, how they function, how they grow, how you can take care of them, and try to find a way that there can be a symbiotic relationship between nature and our urban environment.
So every morning we meet here in the storeroom at 7:30, so we can make it to our job sites by 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
This way we have 10 or 15 minutes for packing and then around 15 minutes to commute. Since we have such a small community, we can get basically everywhere within 15 minutes.
All the gear that we have here is specifically designed and manufactured for tree work.
Yeah.
So it's not, just from industrial climbing or from
Rock climbing, not at all.
Okay.
It's quite different. This would be the main anchor rope that I have attached to me at all times when I'm in the tree.
Let the gardener deal with it on that side, You're gonna have to drag it back in again.
This would be your main point of attachment and has a sliding kind of ring on the bridge, which makes me able to move in the tree easily without me being restricted. It's not attached to one single point that then holds me back. Friction device, purely mechanical. You could also have kind of a hitch cord, so that would be then you could make another knot on this rope,
Create that friction.
will create friction, which you're attached to, which you can go up and down on the rope.
So there's no friction?
We've got a helmet with earmuffs, and in this case I've got a visor as well, so that
Some form of eye protection.
Exactly. Either you want to have some clear glasses, sunglasses as well, or some kind of eye protection. Because when you're using a chainsaw, the debris can damage your eye. And then you've got the ear protection, the earmuffs. Noise cancelling. So because chainsaws are loud and over extended periods you would lose your hearing.
And the climbing boots.
So chainsaw trousers are basically protecting me from injury from the chainsaw. If I were to accidentally cut into my trousers, there are fibers inside that will get pulled into the chainsaw and block the whole chainsaw within like 0.2 seconds. So this saw it's impossible to hold it with one hand, right? Because it's too heavy to be able to just hold it in the back. While this is a top handle, the handle is on top rather than behind. and I'm able to actually hold it in one hand
These are not very heavy?
and operate. You could give it a try. It's not very heavy.
For me it is.
Lightest back handle saw.
So this is
On the
much
market.
more lighter.
Yeah,
No,
it's also more ergonomic in the sense that the way you hold it
Yeah.
It's more comfortable.
is more comfortable. So I've got a kind of carabiner a chainsaw hook here
Okay.
where I can clip, and we've got also a kind of lanyard strap for the chainsaw, so that in case I drop it, it doesn't fall to the ground, but gets caught and handsaw.
Okay.
So I'll have this on one side
Yeah.
and the chainsaw on the other.
Okay.
For some of the branches that you might need to prune, a handsaw is a far superior choice. So we would be first of all looking at dieback. So that means at the extremities of the trees is the first sign that a tree is suffering, that the tree is in bad health, is when the extremities start to die off or don't seem as vital.
When that's occurring, the tree is trying to maintain a smaller size because potentially there's not enough resources available to maintain its large size, so it's trying to die back slightly and then have a better chance of surviving. So it gives an indication that generally something is wrong with the health.
Another factor that most people don't know is that the majority of the roots are in the first 50 to 80 centimeters, so very shallow. Means if you do any digging, if you do any activity around the tree, you are going to damage these essential roots. Another thing that we might be looking at is previous injuries or maybe pruning cuts. Here, for example, there used to be a branch coming out,
Okay.
and that was either chopped off or broke. I can't tell exactly. Looks like a cut to me. And all of this around,
Yeah.
it looks slightly different than the bark down here, because this is the new growth.
So that's sealing.
That's sealing.
So how do you guys help in this matter? You just have to give it time, right?
So with the compartmentalization process, there used to be a lot of in efforts to help the trees, there was a lot of malpractice of putting cement or something along those lines to try and close it off faster. What one actually does is then it restricts the tree from being able to actually seal that area because there's a foreign substance there that's not letting it close.
Yeah.
So the most important thing is actually to do a good pruning cut.
Okay.
So if one does a good pruning cut, the idea is to minimize the surface area of the cut. So then the tree has the least amount of area to close over, and then also to do it in a way that so there's one thing, if you leave a stump, the tree will send signals to the end of to the branch and realize that, oh, there's no signals coming back, so now something happened and it needs to stress out and put new shoots. But if you've done the cut closer to the branch union or to the trunk of the tree, then the signals will be more immediately responded to and not try, and the waste of energy will be less because it won't be trying to shoot out as many new shoots as if it thought that it was just a branch that had broken a little bit or something.